CNN busted. Anchor says I smell alcohol on you as drunk Trump hater goes nuts on live TV. CNN is so desperate to wreck President Donald Trump's presidency that they are resorting to booking known shady characters who claim special insider knowledge of the president. Sam Nunberg is his name, and he is a fringe associate of Roger Stone, who is making wild accusations. His interview went sideways after CNN's female anchor said, "I smell alcohol on you," causing Nunberg to go nuts on live TV. You don't want to miss this. Poor CNN, the entire bogus Trump-Russia investigation is falling apart. They have been devoting 24/7 coverage to promoting the conspiracy as fact, promising their leftist viewers that Robert Mueller will prove the president was colluding with the Kremlin. After Mueller's overreaching prosecutors had called Sam Nunberg in on a fishing expedition, the unstable Nunberg started promoting himself to go on cable news shows. CNN took the bait, as did other leftist outlets. Nunberg gave 6 interviews in 4 hours Monday evening, even though the White House quietly issued warnings that Nunberg wasn't well, as CNN even admits during his interview. Fox News reports, liberal news organizations feasted Monday on Sam Nunberg, a clearly distressed, possibly drunk bit player from the early days of the Trump campaign, as multiple interviews went off the rails and media members took advantage of a clearly fragile man. This is one of the reasons America hates the media, Axios' Mike Allen wrote. Our entire industry lit itself on fire because a troubled Trump hanger-on made an ass of himself, live. Fox News adds, Nunberg, who was fired by the Trump campaign back in 2015, made numerous appearances throughout the day on both CNN and MSNBC in which he claimed he wouldn't cooperate with the subpoena sent by Robert Mueller's office. During the media blitz, Nunberg was allowed to spew distasteful and insensitive remarks about White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, calling her a fat slob. He also accused Trump surrogates of extramarital affairs and even referred to Trump as an idiot, that I really hate. Watching his entire 30-minute interview on CNN with anchor Erin Burnett, it's clear this guy is not in his right mind. Finally, at the end of the CNN interview, anchor Burnett says to Nunberg, I have to ask you one other thing. Talking to you, I have smelled alcohol on your breath. I know it's awkward. Nunberg goes on to deny drinking, but then says he's on his meds, antidepressants. After the White House put out a warning to the news producers and Nunberg had to sit for makeup and interacted with many CNN employees prior to the show, this anchor is confirming that they knowingly put a drunk guy on live TV, there's no doubt about that. Watch the video clip below as CNN's Erin Burnett confronts Nunberg about his drunken state. The rest of the mainstream media has all of its Trump impeachment hopes tied to Nunberg, too. You'll be shocked at how they are describing Nunberg's schizophrenic ramblings from his many bizarre interviews from yesterday. MSNBC dubbed it a historic interview. CNN's Jake Tapper called it a wild edition of The Lead. Drudge's banner headline, with a cable screen grab, "See Rozzy." The unethical leftist journalists took advantage of this man, all in their sick pursuit to defame Trump. MSNBC was so excited about Nunberg's testimony in the Mueller investigation that they refused to admit that this poor man will not fulfill their wild dreams of the end of Trump. Minutes after the Washington Post reported that Nunberg was refusing to go before the grand jury, despite being subpoenaed to appear this coming Friday, Nunberg called into MSNBC and had what can only be described as an absolutely insane phone call with Katie Tur. Katie Tur allowed him to embarrass himself for an extended period without trapping the phone interview. Instead, Tur allowed the combative interview to linger uncomfortably as she attempted to find a smoking gun regarding alleged collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia, reports Fox News. This proves that the mainstream media is very aware that Robert Mueller has nothing on President Donald Trump. What other reason would they have to put a very troubled, drunken man on live TV who can't seem to keep his train of thought? That's pure desperation at the expense of another human being. Here's hoping whatever demons Mr. Nunberg is dealing with that he will get help. The bright side of this story, President Trump's success will continue, and there's not a darn thing these media rats can do to stop him.